Alrighty, y'all. What's poppin', y'all? We back. We back here with Boston MMA. I know we took a little break there. I'm sorry, y'all. Had a little fucking life crisis. It's okay, though. We back. We back here. We back jamming UFC 303. Let's fucking go. Let's get it. Alrighty. This is the fucking cursed card right here. No cap. This card was straight up cursed. Like, how many cancellations were there? Like five. Like five whole cancellations. It was just messed up. This was supposed to be the McGregor guy. This was supposed to be the McGregor card. Let me remind y'all out here, okay? Like, this was supposed to be a big popping card. It was supposed to freaking, no matter what fights they put on this card, it was supposed to just sell out because McGregor Chandler was on it. It was supposed to be a freaking fireworks show, but, you know, we all know McGregor got hurt fucking lovely after taking a million years after fucking not fighting, getting hurt after the first one. Yeah, really shows he's taking care of himself. Whatever, we'll leave the shit talk for the rest of the critics. But anyway, and the rest of the fighters, of course. But let's get into this curse card. The main event ended up being, obviously, as we know, Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka. We're going to get into that, obviously. But yeah, and 5 cancellations, like I said. The co-main event got canceled, too. It was supposed to be Ortega versus Diego Lopez. I don't even know if that was supposed to be the main scheduled event for that co-main, but I think. Well, we got Dan Ige versus Diego Lopez. That was actually a great fight. We'll get into that too. But long story short, yeah, let's just get right into this fuckfest. All right, so starting off, we had fucking Ian Cuckboy Machado versus MVP, Michael Venom Page. This is MVP's second fight in the UFC, coming off the win with Kevin Holland, as we all know. This was supposed to be a wicked entertaining fight. Like, stylistically, perfect. You know what I mean? Two, like, unorthodox, weird shifting, weird movement fighters. Striking-wise, definitely weird on the feet, like, just movement-wise and angle-wise. It was supposed to, you know, we were supposed to get fireworks here. And, you know, from the rest of the card being completely messed up and canceled and everything we got, this was, you know, starting off the first fight on the main card. Like, this was supposed to be a good fight. You know what I mean? We were all hyped to this. At least I was. I was very excited to see MVP's second bout. Ian Gary's on the rise right now, as we all know. Lil Cuckboy, still undefeated. So this was supposed to be, you know, we were supposed to see some fireworks here. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty let down from this fucking fight. Like, we got really defensive battle, I feel like, on both sides. It wasn't like a Yoel Romero versus Izzy. Like, they weren't completely just not throwing anything like that. There was grappling exchanges. It was just not the fight we wanted. First round, we'll get right into it. First round, yeah, Gary immediately took him down, so good job to Gary. Put him in a body triangle, held him in the body triangle for the entire first round. MVP couldn't get out of it. There was some good submission attempts, but MVP did defend all the submission attempts, so it was literally just a body triangle for the first round. Second round was a little bit more even, a little bit more action. I like the second round. Second round was the only round that I actually, you know, was entertained by. So obviously first round goes to Ian, in my opinion. I thought second round had the edge on MVP. Basically, I think MVP had the edge on the feet. Got like maybe 3-4 heavy shots in that were actually like solid shots, significant strikes on Machado that round. Successfully defended a takedown, but in a scramble out, Ian did attempt a good, not a wicked type, but a pretty secure attempt at a leg lock. MVP got out of that one pretty easily. And second round, yeah, there was some good action. Just because of the edge on the feet, I'd give it to MVP, but it was still pretty even. And then third round, it was pretty even, in my opinion. There's not much action. The fight ended with Machado hanging on top of MVP for like over a minute, like literally hanging, like they were next to the cage, like in a, you know, like I don't know how other way to say it, like literally hanging like in a grappling exchange. Yeah, there wasn't really much action in the third round. Yeah, I honestly didn't know who won the fight. They gave it to Ian. I was fine with that. Lil Cock Boy winning. I wish, even with the big age difference here, I like the stylistic matchup. I wanted to see some big entertainment, some big fireworks from this fight, but was pretty let down from that. I didn't know how to score it. Dana thought it was a draw too. After the Dana White thought it was a draw. After in the post press conference, so yeah, I don't know if I'm in full agreement with Dana on that. I have to rewatch the fight, but long story short, it's a pretty boring fight for what we were supposed to have. So screw you guys. But anyway, it was a cursed card already, so who cares? All right, moving on. Mario Bueno Silva versus Macy Chiasson. Probably not pronouncing any of that right. That actually, I was pretty surprised. We only got 2 rounds of that fight, but it was that 2 rounds was actually entertaining. I gotta give it to them. Those girls threw out fireworks. Fucking a lot of clinch work in the first round. Throwing a lot of knees. Just throwing punches in the pocket. It was great action. Second round, Macy got a takedown pretty quickly, I'm pretty sure, and ended on top, I'm pretty sure, definitively winning that round. But that fight ended pretty controversially because we didn't even get a third round of that fight because while Macy was on top, she dropped down a pretty lethal elbow right above like the right eye of Bueno Silva, and that opened her up pretty bad. I'm no doctor. I thought we deserved the third round, but fucking fight doctor called the fight after that. I thought it was bullshit. I would have let Mario Bueno Silva kept fighting. Shout out to both those girls. Shout out to Macy. I feel bad for her having to win this way. But yeah, no, shout out to both those girls for such a cursed card. Actually showing up and giving us, some action in this, screwed up main card we got today. And I'm not even like a huge fan of either of these girls. Like, I'll be honest, after seeing Bueno Silva get freaking absolutely rocked from Valentina and she ain't even the champ anymore, like, I was a little turned off by her. But, both those fighters went completely off this fight. And even in those 2 rounds we got, so, like, I wish we got a third, and all hats off to both those girls. Bueno Silva was at number... I didn't even say the ranks for these. Bueno Silva was number 3. Kazan was number 7, so we're going to get a rank boost from that. And the first fight, I didn't say Machado Gary is number 7, and MVP was number 14, so we probably won't get a rank boost from that. I don't know. Maybe they'll bump up Gary's just for still being undefeated. I don't know. You know how the UFC is with their fucking dumb rankings. All right, moving on. Anthony Smith versus Roman Dolidze. I don't know if this was another cancellation. I think Anthony Smith fought on short notice. I'm not entirely sure. But not going to lie, I was pretty let down. This was another kind of letdown match. You got a vet. You got a vet in Anthony Smith. I don't know what his age is, but, he's 38 and 19. Ranked number 10, going against unranked Roman Dolidze. Dolidze, who's 12 and 3. So, yeah, this was kind of a gatekeeping fight. But again, I'm pretty sure it might have been for cancellation. Not 100% sure. Not much action in the first round, I'll be honest. But I get it. Like, they're also 205. You got to be defensive with your shots. Second round, Roman took Lionheart down, Anthony Smith, and did some damage. Roman stayed on top of Lionheart for, like, the whole of the second round. Lionheart surprisingly turtled, and that was actually, a big, big letdown for all of us. He kind of just was fine with turtling with Roman on top of him, saving his energy. And, like, I get it. He's a vet. He's old. All that. I don't know what age he is. Probably in his late 30s. But didn't like seeing that, obviously. And then what happened in the third round? I think they stayed on the feet. Again, not much action, though. And Roman just won by decision. And... maybe Roman fought on short notice. I don't even know. See, that's what I'm saying. This whole freaking card was a whole screw fest. And I don't know which fighter even planned to fight on this one. But long story short, wasn't a very interesting fight. Still all the respect for Lionheart. I understand he's, giving our sport so much to our sport, on and off the mat. So I don't want to be out here trashing Lionheart, but it's definitely not the most entertaining fight to watch, and it was sad to see Lionheart turtle in the second round. And yeah, not much there. And Roman's still unranked, so I don't even know what that means for him. So yeah, moving on. All right. So we were supposed to have Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. I don't know if that was canceled beforehand. Let's actually check. What was the actual fight for that? All right. So I don't know if that got double canceled. I think the actual fight scheduled was Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. Brian Ortega, obviously we all know, vet, big top 5 contender in the featherweight division, number 3 ranked. He's in that weird position where he can't beat the two best in his position. He historically hasn't beat the 2 best in front of him, which were Volk and Max Holloway. Now we got Ilya thrown in there too. That's a whole nother question. But he's always been that weird, just best contender under those 2 spots, but leagues above, everyone up under him. So then we were going to get him versus number 14 Diego Lopez. So this was actually going to be a solid, just understandably a gatekeeping good fight. Gatekeeper Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. Fuck shit happened. Screwed up shit happened. Literally 5 hours before the fight, 4 hours before the fight. Ortega called out for a freak sickness, I guess. We don't know 100% what was going down. So then they had to call a backup fighter on 4 hours notice. So we got Dan Ige. I don't know what rank Dan is, but we got a friggin' completely last minute thrown in there. Dan Ige versus Diego Lopez. Gotta say, actually it was a good fight. Hats off to Dan Ige for, on short notice, just giving us that fight. Diego won on unanimous decision. Yes, he did. And completely fine with that, but still, that was a good fight, though. Ige worked really good on the angles, I thought, especially on the first round. Yeah, he was scheduled at literally 4:30 that day. That's wild. But and in the first round, he went in for a solid double. Lopez reversed him. A solid single into a double. Lopez reversed him into a tight darce that lasted for the last 30 seconds. So Lopez did almost end the fight in the last 30 seconds of the first round. So completely hats off to Diego. Second round, Lopez got a good takedown on Ige's back halfway through the round. Lopez stayed controlling Ige's back until the rest of the round. So that was completely Lopez's round. I'm not going to deny that. But Ige was actually trying to fight through it, actually trying to get up and all that throughout that. But completely, dominated by Lopez that round. And in the third round, we got good action. Ige dumped Lopez off his back and landed some damage from that. And fight ended with Ige on top, landing shots, actually. And I personally was a little on the edge. I still was not on the edge. I personally was still thought the damage was good in the third round by Ige, putting on Lopez. But I don't think it was enough to win him the fight. That being said, it's still thank you so much for contending. They gave us a fight. They gave us a co-main out of, the screwball of a cancellation of a cursed card we got here. So thank you so much, Danny Ige. Thank you, Diego Lopez, for performing that night for the co-main, and I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Moving on to the main event. Alrighty. We got the rematch versus the frickin' tribal Amazonian warrior, frickin' Alex Pereira, and Viking Bushido Code samurai Yuri Prochazka. Yeah, so Yuri Prohaska, weird karate, like karateist style, weird unorthodox martial artist, as we know, that finishes people very well, versus, Alex Pereira, heavy hands, Muay Thai kickboxer, knockout artist as well. We've already seen Pereira and knock out Yuri, put Yuri to sleep quite easily already for the belt. So we got this rematch though. Yuri did get a win to get back to this place. So it didn't just come out of nowhere, but it was obviously a backup main event because of the McGregor cancellation. I will say, I did think Pereira was going to win this fight. I was very confident in that. I should have put fucking money down. I was not confident, though, in the way in definitive fashion he would do it. My fucking lord. Like, my lord. Like, literally on... Alright, so... I want to say even. Maybe Pereira is, like... has the edge on the feet in the first round. But literally on the bell, literally on the bell of the first round, Pereira knocks Yuri the fuck down. I think with the left hook. Did I write it down? Yeah. He always gets you with that left hook. That left hook is his power shot. Knocks him the hell down. Goes into the second round. Yuri must still have been recovering because literally the first strike Pereira throws in the second round, I don't know what the seconds count is. Head kick to the fucking face. Knockout. I'll put it up here for y'all to watch later. I don't have my video. Yeah, I'll throw it up for y'all.
Which Prohaska has recovered.
Knockout. Like, what the... My lord. That just sleep. Like, hats off to Pereira. Hats off to both of them for fighting on short notice. But my fucking lord. Oh my lord. Like, crazy knockout. Not much to talk about there. Like, happened in the beginning of the second round. But yeah, so we don't know where Pereira's gonna go from here. Joe wanted to put in his mouth, go up to heavyweight. You're going up to heavyweight. I definitely can see it eventually. I don't see it for the next fight though. We'll have to revisit the rankings and look at the situation. I understand 205 is kind of dry right now, but and has been ever since John left, to be honest. But hats off to Pereira. Beautiful fight. That knockout really helped us for the rest of this card. And this helped us appreciate us for the helped us be entertained knowing of what happened with the rest of this card. Sorry, I couldn't get it out of my mouth. But yeah, y'all. So yeah, that was UFC 303. It was good to be back, y'all. Good to be back talking MMA. Sorry I was out. Had a little thing. But yeah, I'm here. Hopefully we grow. Gonna keep talking about MMA, combat sports. We out here. It's Yuri and the Boston MMA show. You know the vibes out here. Follow my other links. I got some other shit going on. I got vlogs I post. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I do a little adventure vlogs, just comedy adventure vlogs. Do little dumb shit, wherever I travel. If you guys like dogs, I got a cute little husky. Follow me, my husky on Instagram, Frecky the Husky. And if you're into bartending, you want to learn how to make drinks, I also do a Boston Shaker Boy bartending page, so check that out too. I got all the links in my link tree. So I appreciate y'all for watching, y'all. I'll see y'all. I wanted to see y'all next week for the. I was gonna do a quick cover of the fight night for Rose Namani Nunez, freaking versus whoever the hell she's fighting, because you know we haven't really heard from her ever since she kind of lost the belt in that shitty fashion that she did. So I'd like to see if she's trying to make a comeback or not. But I guess she got hurt, so we're not doing that. So I guess we won't see y'all until next month for UFC 304, the London card. That's going to be a big one, all right? So get ready for that, y'all. I'm really excited for that. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, y'all. Stay litty. Peace.